Hey all, so this was our War 8 against Jedi Assassins. Formidable opponent, and honestly, dropped some dumb ones early. So I think by the time I took this Terrax on Scared Stiff, the war was probably over. But, that's just not how we approach fights, right? I used an indestructible right before this. I go into every war planning not to die. And so far, so good. Excuse me. Hype is, of course, a very, very good Terrax counter. Those incinerates are doing great, even without us getting a lot of Furies. That's exactly why I threw an indestructible counter or boost on. For some reason, I was just sure that somewhere in this fight, my parries were not going to take, or I was going to miss an input or something. And that's exactly what happened, and I got hit in the face. So, you know, planning matters. Anyway, incinerates are ticking away. Note that we are now on 10 bubble shield charges, so we want to make darn sure to have the next one not hit into us. Now, the thing is that the unblockable clause of bubble shield shouldn't trigger because of sick and tired. That's how the node works. But I wanted to make sure that I dexed the next hit after that 10th one anyway, so that hopefully something behind the scenes would trigger and I wouldn't end up getting hit in the face if I ended up actually trying to block the next hit while I had dropped below 3 debuffs or something silly like that. That would just be a dumb way to get hit after losing our invulnerability boost. And we definitely took some rock field damage, but really, really safe counter there to a nasty defender on a tricky node. Moving right along, I definitely did not take this Hulkling, so this video is about to skip. But that kitty Pryde there, you can tell I actually turned the recording on a little bit late, not my best. The goal here is definitely to get into Blitz mode right after this parry, because we want to make sure that we are controlling her prowess. Hit into her here, but we fell out of Blitz mode again. I should have done a 4-hit combo right there. That honestly would have saved me the pain that you are about to see, because there's nothing wrong with what I've done thus far, except right there. That was dumb. Like, it is absolutely fine for Kitty Pryde to throw a special while phased, for her to phase. None of those are worth panic. And I even blocked part of the special too to make sure that she did use up her prowess. Everything is fine. But you really don't want to hit into her phase and cause a miss. That hurts as much as the combo that came after it. So, dumb there, but whatever. Is what it is. Nimrod is obviously the single best kitty counter in the game right now, and yeah, he proved it there. So I ranked Titania up literally, I think, minutes before joining this war. I have Spider-Man 2099, but he would be significantly slower in this fight than she is, because his damage relies on debuffs sticking, and hers just relies on them triggering. Notice all of those Furies we have. And so I really wanted to use her here instead, because she's just going to be that much faster, and she also has these really nice easy intercept openings that you've seen me use a couple times. I don't think I've actually used the unstoppable part of it just yet, but having that extra security when you're going for intercepts just makes things simpler, and you can tell she's just rinsing this just fine. For anyone not used to Spider-Man 2099, there are ways to play around his kit. But the simplest thing is just, if you have access to a character who's buff immune, use them. It turns everything else off. You really don't even have to think. I could have even blocked those specials the entire time. There is nothing to it. Now, this Domino here is technically me stealing a fight, because when I assigned it, there was only one Nimrod on the field and it was somebody else's, so I put theirs down. Normally what I do when that happens is I will update it later and say that it's open to either rank 4 Nimrod, because there really wasn't a big difference between the two of us here. I didn't do that this time, and so this is technically me stealing the fight, and I felt kind of bad about it, but I was boosted, I was here, and I kind of wanted to take it. I also knew that I was not taking a fight, or I knew I wasn't taking the fun fights away from my team member who had a lot of cool other ones, and so I didn't feel that bad. I don't know. I guess this is just me justifying officer privilege. But anyway, Nimrod is a very, very good domino counter. I don't really understand this placement. There were honestly a few this war that didn't really seem to do much for path splitting and kind of confused me. This is a big one, because the two champions that you send to domino whenever you can are Nimrod and Omega Sentinel, and both of them have a lot of damage over time. So, bit of an odd one there. But we fast forward on the other side of Elsa versus Thing, which was one of the exciting fights my teammate had, and we take this iDoom on 55. Now you'll notice here I have a Herald pre-fight from a Gallon we had, obviously not necessary to this fight, and the Gallon definitely could have taken this. But as you'll see, this is a very good counter, and possibly even better. I was actually going into this wondering if maybe I should have sent it to the Gallon, or sent the Gallon here, and pretty quickly decided that no, Hype is crushing this, I don't need to worry. Remember that Sick and Tired is going to deal with his unblockable as well, but his unblockable is never going to trigger because we're going to keep him armor broken almost the entire fight. Really easy heavy counters here. He goes, he throws the special one. I have the dex down, but it doesn't matter because he's not in the aura anyway. We get another stun off the special 2, refresh the armor break, and here we go. I think this is the one that finishes it out. Yeah, because we don't have access to our specials anymore while he's healing, but we don't need them because we had a bunch of Furies, locked in that damage with the special one into Incinerates, and that was a... I think definitely rank 4, this is JA. That was a rank 4 Infamous Iron Man in less than a minute. So, Hyperion remains absolutely amazing. Like I said, we did lose this war, but scary opponent, and we didn't deliver, so that's kind of how that goes. We'll just keep trying to win more as we go into the back half of the season here. We do have 4 wins already. We've been in Tier 1 this whole time. Our odds are still pretty good, but we do need to clean things up a bit. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I definitely did. And until next time, thanks so much for watching, and take care.